everyone. Welcome to WashU's campus. I'm Meg.
And I'm Madison, and we're both juniors here at WashU. We want to give you a sense of what it's like to be here at WashU by hearing from some of our fellow students and guiding you through our beautiful campus.
But WashU isn't just all pretty buildings. It's the people, the energy, and the little moments that make this place feel like home.
Founded in 1853, WashU is a research university located in St. Louis, and it is known for its academic excellence, collaborative community, and strong commitment to research and global engagement. WashU has roughly 8,000 undergraduates currently pursuing more than 100 fields of study. There are 4 undergraduate academic divisions here at WashU: the College of Arts and Sciences, the McKelvey School of Engineering, the Olin Business School, and the Sam Fox School of Design and Visual Arts, which houses both the College of Art and the College of Architecture. First, we're going to hear from Ian, who is going to share a bit about his experience studying in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Hi everyone, my name is Ian. I came into WashU being the first in my family to go to college in the United States, so this was a very, very new experience for me. But the sense of collaboration, the sense of togetherness that people feel here is genuinely very, very strong. My favorite professor here at WashU has definitely been Dr. Victoria Thomas. She is the argumentation professor that I had. I really just enjoyed having the opportunity to make the connection with her and to keep that connection strong. A year later, I was consulting her for different projects that I was working on, and I had her come out as a guest speaker for an event that I was hosting. And so not only will WashU professors guide you, hold your hand through certain things, and show you the basic ropes of what they're teaching you, they'll also keep those relationships strong as you progress through your studies, even when you're done with their class. I have loved my experience with the different classes. You will take so many different types. Even in my large lectures, I feel like I've had pretty easy access with my professor. My professors and I have always talked and whatnot, even when there were 75 other people in the room. And also the resources that WashU provides with you, the Writing Center, the Learning Center, the different forms of academic peer mentorship and support that we give. It really all is here to empower the student and give a sense of autonomy and independence when deciding an education. So I appreciate that WashU gives us these materials and these resources as a way of helping us decide what we want to do in our path forward.
The College of Arts and Sciences offers a wide range of majors covering the humanities, arts, social sciences, and natural sciences. WashU classes are taken on the Danforth campus with an average class size of 24 and a 7-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio. Over on the East End, you can find classrooms for the McKelvey School of Engineering, where students study computer science, biomedical engineering, mechanical engineering, and more. Let's hear from Reese, who's going to share some of his favorite parts about studying in McKelvey.
Hi, my name is Reese. My favorite part about studying in McKelvey is mostly the people, but also the buildings and the campus itself. When I talk about the people, I mean that they are cooperative, they're collaborative, and they are also just so smart, and it's really fun to be in this setting. One thing that really makes classes unique here at McKelvey School of Engineering is there's a ton of hands-on opportunities available to you. Some of my favorite classes include a lot of in-person labs. My circus labs specifically have been some of my favorite that I've taken. In the McKelvey School of Engineering, we have this amazing makerspace called the Spartan Light Metal Products Makerspace. Any student that is interested in going in there and using the 3D printers or the laser engravers or the soldering iron or the 3D mapping equipment, there's tons of stuff. Any student is able to get in there and utilize it if they want to. I usually go in there and I make some fun tokens to hand out every year for my Capella group so that we have fun little mementos from the concerts. And one last note on the people as well. The professors are just phenomenal. They are kind, they are caring. When you are struggling and you reach out, they truly want to help you, and it's absolutely amazing. So those are kind of the really big things to me about why I love McKelvey.
Computer science is one of the largest programs of study here at WashU and even offers a joint business and computer science program with the Olin Business School. The Olin Business School is a day one business school, meaning you start taking business classes your very first semester. Olin students have a well-rounded curriculum and have the opportunity to take classes across a variety of topics. Let's hear from Bobby, who is going to share a bit about his time at Olin.
Hi everyone, I'm Bobby. I'm a sophomore here at WashU. My experience at Olin has been great. I really like how collaborative the environment is. I think in all of my Olin classes so far, there's always been a group project implemented in it. I think that's really nice because that really emulates what the real workforce is. because you're always going to be working with people. I chose to come to Olin specifically because of the class sizes. I really enjoy that in all my Olin classes. The class sizes have been pretty small. And I think that's really nice because I'm really able to connect with my professors on a more individual level. I think especially about Olin is that there's a core curriculum. And I think those core classes have really helped me because when I was still figuring out what I wanted to do, I had this idea, but it kind of evolved. So kind of taking those different classes, that's kind of helped me figure out what I want to do and meet people and kind of engage with different professors. I like how Olin kind of gives you the time to figure out what you want to study. So I think that's something that's really special.
Located on the other side of campus, the Sam Fox School of Design and Visual Arts is home to both the College of Art and the College of Architecture. Students can choose the academic program that best fits their interests, exploring everything from fine art and design to architecture and urban systems. Additionally, all Sam Fox students have the opportunity to work in their own dedicated studio space during their time at WashU. Let's hear from Anna, who will talk about her experience navigating Sam Fox.
Hey guys, I'm Anna. My favorite class that I've taken at Sam Fox School of Design and Visual Arts is probably Word and Image 1, where the class went to go down to the arch and we did live drawings of people, and it was so cool just to see the book come together. I think that Sam Fox does a great job of introducing different medias to you so that you can explore different things before you go on to your sophomore or junior year. The classes are also super small, which is good because you get to do one-on-one critiques and you get to ask questions, and it's just a really good environment to learn and grow. And we also get our own studios, which are basically spaces where you can work by yourself or with other students.
WashU students also have access to the Mildred Lane Kemper Art Museum, which was founded in 1881 and is one of the first art museums west of the Mississippi River. There are tons of things to explore on campus, but there are also tons of ways to get involved. Let's hear from Ashton, who will reflect on how he has gotten involved at his time at WashU.
Well, hey everyone, my name is Ashton. So kind of what student engagement looks like here at WashU can come in many different forms. My involvement in leading up to being student union president, well, when I first joined, like I said, I joined a lot of clubs. I was in WashU Votes, I was in Sigma Iota Rho, which is the Global Studies Pre-Professional Society, I was in WashU Mock Trial, and then I also later on joined the WashU Interfaith Fellows through the Center for Diversity and Inclusion. What my role is, or what student union really does, Student Union has a very rich history and long history of collaboration with university administration and really bringing student concerns to the highest spaces, but also putting the money where students to student programming, or putting money where students can find community in different spaces or to compete across the country in different competitions. That's really what our role is, to support students in that.
WashU offers more than 300 student clubs and organizations, giving students the freedom to get involved in multiple communities or even create their own. Next, we're going to hear from DeJounte and how he has found community at WashU.
Hello, I am DeJounte Winter. There's so many ways to find community at WashU. I'm lucky enough to be a John B. Urban Scholar, and the John B. Urban Scholarship Program is a part of WashU's Office of Scholar programs. My final year in college, I was really eager to apply to be a student representative for the Board of Trustees. Each year they select 2 students, and this has been since 1970. Students has been able to serve on the Board of Trustees, which is the university's governing body. So WashU has so many opportunities to engage with your fellow community members, peers, adults, and not even that, but people from outside the campus. This past semester, WashU welcomed Supreme Court Justice Selena Sotomayor to campus, and as you can imagine, everybody was over the moon and excited to go to this event, as was I. I was very fortunate to be able to ask Selena Sotomayor a question in front of the school. WashU is a place for you to grow as a leader and grow as a friend. Certain groups are a place for you to do that, so get involved. It's the best part here at WashU.
No matter the time of the year, the WashU community always comes together to support one another outside of the classroom. Whether it's an a cappella concert, a stage production by the Performing Arts Department, or one of the highly anticipated student-led cultural shows held in Edison Theater, there's always something bringing students together. Throughout the year, WashU also provides a wide range of resources to help students thrive both academically and personally. Next, let's hear from Bella, who will talk a little bit more about the support and resources available on campus.
Hi, I'm Bella. WashU is full of resources to help undergraduate students thrive, and I've so appreciated that in my time here. One of those resources is the Center for Teaching and Learning. Something that I love about WashU is that undergraduates really have the opportunity and access to resources that can guide them with their critical thinking and academic skills as they're kind of growing in their university experience. I had the opportunity to study abroad the entirety of my junior year, my academic year. So in the fall, I was in Switzerland and Morocco, and in the spring, I was in Chile with some travel to Peru. And I loved both of those experiences immensely. The study abroad offices at the university are so helpful. They've got amazing advising services that will help you get to any country, any continent of your desire. And I was able to bring a lot of that academic credit back to the university, and I'm still graduating in 4 years. And thinking about some of the resources that I've been able to access on campus that I have loved and really appreciated, the Gephardt Institute for Civic Engagement at the university. I've really appreciated the programs that Gephardt has. They have everything from summer internships and research support to opportunities for students to engage in civic dialogue on campus with people with different perspectives. Most recently, I was at our longest table event where we had almost 800 students sitting throughout campus having civic dialogue about all kinds of social issues and sort of hot button topics. And it was great because I really got to learn so much about what my peers think and feel about what's going on in the world. So really appreciated the Gephardt Institute. My favorite thing about being in the St. Louis area is just being able to explore all of the vibrant neighborhoods and communities that make up St. Louis. Something that's been really important to me in my time as an undergraduate is getting engaged in community service. And there are incredible nonprofits in the St. Louis area to work with. And so I've really appreciated the connections that WashU has provided me in building those relationships and sort of strengthening the communities that I'm able to visit and engage with. One thing that I wish I knew about the university is how much they care about the student experience as a 24/7 thing, not just in your academic classes.
As a research-focused institution, WashU also supports students throughout their research. In fact, over 3,000 research projects are conducted through WashU every year. Let's hear from Fatima as she shares how she's gotten more involved with research since coming to WashU.
Hi, my name is Fatima.
You could do research for credit at WashU, and with that, you can work at a lab or like on campus here at the undergraduate campus, or you could also work on the medical school campus. There's so many easy ways to get to the med campus and like be involved with research. A huge one is that our professors and our like physicians and like researchers want you to like be involved, and they want you to join their labs. For me, the summer after my freshman year, I knew I was kind of like interested in research, not exactly what. And I was able to be a part of the MAR-Q-STAR summer research program. And with that, I was like spending my summer in St. Louis. I got to be part of a cancer research lab. And at the end of the summer, you present your research, and I was able to present it as a poster and as an oral presentation. And I'm also presenting it at a conference soon, so that's also really exciting. And WashU helps you set all of that up because we have a huge Office of Undergraduate Research here, and they fund a lot of those opportunities. So it's a really great experience and like so much support to do research here. While I was also involved in like different kinds of research at WashU, one of my favorite ones was being part of PEMRAP, which is the Pediatric Emergency Medicine Research Associates Program. Long name, but it's actually a really cool opportunity here that a lot of schools don't really have. For us, it means working in the emergency room a few hours a week, and you get to recruit patients for clinical studies. My favorite part through that program was that I also got to shadow a lot of physicians and like learn about different realms of research.
College can be a big adjustment, but thankfully WashU offers a variety of resources to support students as they navigate their first year. During Bare Beginnings Fall Welcome, which is WashU's orientation week for first years, students have the opportunity to meet peer mentors, learn about campus resources, and explore St. Louis. Let's hear from Nina, who will reflect on her transition to college.
So one, I guess, support system that really helped me adjust to this new life here in college, specifically at WashU, are my RAs from my first year. Really, everyone cares about who you are, your story, where you come from, just a simple how your day is. Whenever they see you, and it really makes you feel like you belong. And the role my RAs play in this is just they're just incredibly kind and supportive people. They will always be out there in the common room, and you can literally approach them whenever you want, whenever you have a question, whenever you just like want to talk about something. And then according to which meal plan you choose, you'll get a certain amount of meal point that can be used in every single dining option here on campus. So there's such a broad like range of options you can choose from every single day, and I personally never got tired of the food here. I always have something I'm craving. The South 40 is our residential area for all of our first-year students and most of our second-year students. It is the southernmost 40 acres of land here on the Danforth campus. But some facilities that are here include we have a gym, we have a dining hall, as I mentioned, a convenience store, Pause and Go, and we have basketball courts and volleyball courts, study rooms scattered all around in different buildings. We have music rooms as well, and we have a big green space that people can just hang out on when the weather is really nice.
Adjusting to college life at WashU means finding your place both in and out of the classroom. The residential halls provide more than just a place to live. They're active communities where students can build friendships, study together, and participate in events and programs throughout the year. Campus dining offers a wide variety of options to suit different preferences and dietary needs. And local St. Louis restaurants also have locations on WashU's campus, making it easy for students to grab a bite using their meal points. Students can also get involved in athletics, intramural leagues, club sports, or fitness programs, providing opportunities to stay active, make friends, and be a part of a team. Let's hear from Reagan, who will share how taking part in WashU athletics has shaped her WashU experience.
So at WashU here, we have 9 varsity men's sports and then 10 varsity women's sports, and in total we've won 27 national championships, which is pretty awesome. And I think it just speaks to the testament of like the hard work that the athletes put in here and the commitment that WashU really puts into their athletics. So something that I'm really proud to be a part of, and I'm excited to see what we can keep doing this year. So I say the athletic experience here, I mean, it's been incredible. It's definitely like really one of the reasons I came to WashU in the first place. Was really because of the team, but I think the dynamic between the teams here is incredible. Just a few stories that I love, I'd say one of them is being on the women's golf team here. We do Bears Supporting Bears. So you get paired up with the team and then you get to go support them like throughout the season. And last year we had men's basketball and they came to our golf tournament here about 25 minutes away, and they were like walking around the course with signs, cheering us on. And I think being able to be an athlete, barefoot instructor, and then also be a student here, I've gotten to see WashU from a lot of different perspectives, and like every single perspective I see it from, I just love it even more. And so that's just what makes me excited to be a student here, is that you really get all these unique opportunities, that even though I'm an athlete, I still get the opportunity to be involved in so many different clubs, be a barefoot instructor, and then go compete in some incredible tournaments that are really high level. Obviously WashU has had a lot of great things happen recently. I mean, women's tennis, we were all watching them on our cell phones last year winning the national championship, so like that was pretty exciting. But for golf in particular, last year we won the 2024 Golf Week Championship. There we were coming behind, I think it was around 7 strokes, and so coming down the stretch, we didn't really know where we were at the time, and the entire team just ended up like playing really well towards the end, and we overcame that 7-shot deficit to win. And so for our senior that was like coming off the course at the very end, she had no idea where we were at the time, and so like we all got to run up to her behind because I guess we hadn't really expected it coming from like that far behind. And so it was honestly, it was a memory that I will remember forever, and I think that's what really makes me like love WashU athletics, is that like that's something I could have never imagined experiencing in college. And so I'm so grateful I chose WashU, that I actually got to experience that with the team, and then on the golf course, was something I love. And so just really feel lucky to be a part of it. And yeah, that was honestly probably a top 5 moment of WashU for sure.
WashU also wants to help students feel prepared for their careers. The Center for Career Engagement helps connect students with alumni, internship opportunities, and other on-campus resources like the Scandalaria Center for Interdisciplinary Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Let's hear from Tanya, who will reflect on her experience using these resources to explore career opportunities.
We have a Center for Career Engagement at WashU where students from all majors and all backgrounds can come in and just talk to people, talk to their peers about what they want to do, what those next steps are, and how to go about taking them. You just walk into the Center for Career Engagement, and I also work there as a career peer. We support students in writing out things like resumes and cover letters and interviews and all of the things that you're new to in the career world as you're figuring out like what those eventual post-grad steps are going to look like. In fall 2024, I had the honor of serving as a White House intern, an opportunity that I really found through the WashU Center for Career Engagement and the community here. They helped me apply, and I was able to go to DC for a semester, something that I never would have imagined but learned so much from. I've also heavily been involved in the Scandalera Center for Interdisciplinary Innovation and Entrepreneurship. It's a support system that I kind of knew was there, but as a first year, I remember walking in and there were just all of these really cool people sitting in these offices. I was not a student in the business school, I'm still not, but it's a resource that I found so much support in. All of the staff members are incredible entrepreneurs in each of their niches, and they're taking time to come back to WashU and give back to students in developing in their own entrepreneurship journeys.
Thanks for joining us. We hope this gave you a real feel for WashU and what makes this community so special.
Whether you're thinking about applying or just curious about our campus, we hope to see you here soon.